I want you to think about something, and that is whether you operate from a place of abundance or whether you operate from a place of shortage. That will be a determining factor in whether or not you are able to successfully operate in the luxury marketplace. It's a question, it's a decision that you must address, and that's because in luxury we're dealing with high prices often. And so the question is, how comfortable are you operating in a world with a certain level of pricing? Are you comfortable potentially doing business with someone who is affluent and wealthy? Are you comfortable even working with someone who might be a peer financially, and encouraging them, persuading them perhaps that a product or service is right for them, that's high price, and that's in a different league? This is an important question because many folks go into luxury, some as salespeople, some as entrepreneurs, and they think that that will solve a problem for them. It will solve a financial problem. Of course, the idea is you're going to be dealing with very successful people. You're going to be selling high-priced products or services. You're going to be in a world of prestigious goods. But I have to tell you that luxury goods are not the answer. Luxury goods is not going to solve your problem, because you are going to bring to what you do whoever you are inside. And irrespective of what products you sell, what services you offer, what world you come in and out of, you have to get luxury inside of you. So the question is, can you succeed in a world where you are dealing with affluent people, where you are dealing with wealthy people, where you are dealing with high-priced goods, high-priced, prestigious products and services? Absolutely, yes, you can. It doesn't really matter what background you come from. Doesn't matter whether you are someone who came up in very modest means. It doesn't even matter if you come from a background that some people would call poor. The question is, can you get rich inside? Can you get affluent inside? Can you get wealthy inside? And can you put yourself in a world where you understand someone who might purchase this product or service, and you can understand their needs, you can understand how it will make their life better, you understand how it will bring them joy, and you can operate with confidence that you are the person to make that transaction happen, to make that relationship strong, to make it endure, and to go through the process, the cycle of engaging that client, answering their questions, showing them the merits of what they have an interest in, potentially upselling that client, closing the deal, and then building a relationship over time that results in more and more business. That's the process. But if you're thinking about the expense of the product, if you're thinking about those people who have all this money, if you're thinking about your own identity as not being on par with what you're selling, if you feel like an outsider, well, these are going to be problems for you. You see, the luxury market is vast today. There's a wide range of products and services that are offered. And those who do exceptionally well are people who can align with the brand. They can have conversations, they can follow up, they can present, they can answer questions, and they are so aligned with what they offer and what they do, so aligned with the quality, the distinctiveness, the exceptionality of what they offer, that you almost can't tell the difference between the person and the product, because there's just so much there. And when you interact with that person is through and through luxury, in the way they communicate, the way they operate, the way they follow up, the way they think about issues, the way they respond. They just convey that to you. And I believe that the luxury market in many ways has done itself a disservice by not making that top priority for everyone that operates in the market. So when you engage with a luxury brand, there should be absolutely no question that the person you're dealing with is at the right level. It should be illuminating when you deal with someone. I've been in department stores where I've interacted with someone, and in just a few moments, not only have I learned a lot about the product and the product line, I've learned a lot about life. I've learned a lot about communication skills. I've learned a lot about demonstration skills. I've learned grace. I've learned professionalism. I've learned the power of the right demeanor. These are all things that are available to you. There's no secret about what's required. The question is, do you make it a requirement for you? Whether, if you work for a luxury brand, whether they do or not, do you make it a requirement for you? I personally am very demanding of myself in the way that I work with clients, the way I communicate with clients, the way I follow up with them, the way I look at the world that I operate in. And whether or not that person is that way themselves doesn't matter to me, because I see what I'm doing as a way of every day learning and improving my skills, every day learning more and more about the world, every day learning more and more about people, and being the ultimate professional, whether it's speaking, writing, following up, communicating, my physical presence, answering questions, dealing with difficult moments with a client. You know, you'll have difficult moments with a client. They might not like a product. They might not follow up with you after you've done all of this work, found the product, and got the right color or item for them, or all of these things. And so I want you to understand that you must know luxury strongly. And I'm not talking about externally. I'm not talking about product numbers and product capabilities and what's in the catalog or what's coming out. That's important, very important. But what's equally important, and perhaps more important, is knowing inside you that you can step out of whatever past and whatever present, frankly, you're into a world whereby you can represent the best of the best. You must know it strongly. You must read about it. You must become fully acquainted with it. You must value it. You must be excited about it. And it must be something that you see as fundamental to you becoming better. There's a lot to learn about this world. And some people keep themselves in a very narrow lane. This is who I am, and there's these other people. What I'm suggesting is, if you sell a luxury product or service, that you not only sell that luxury product or service and understand what's required there, but you also understand that you have to broaden your lane. You have to broaden your knowledge, broaden your awareness. And Billy that grew up in a poor neighborhood can be Billy who works with the finest products in the world and works with exceptional, worldly, interesting people. Mary, who grew up in a modest household, can be Mary who has command of her products and services and knows how to work with clients and delivers the best in the world. Where you come from, and even where you might be living, and the circumstances you're in right now do not matter. What matters is, can you get luxury inside of you? Can you be this person without conflict? And if you can become this person without conflict, through observation, through study, through practice, through commitment, you will excel in luxury. Now, take a look at this video.